Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to Victoria 3 2 more times. It is of course the big German war at some point had to happen. Lucky us, no not really, Prussia declared war on us, so I wanted to declare war on Prussia. Because I don't care about infamy and we could have gained some territory with that. However, this is fine too, as we may very well win this one. So we have two fronts, two big ones right now. One is down here in this area that we are winning right now, and the other one is this big, well, front between Russia, Austria to Prussia. In this case here, we are also winning that. So two of them we win. One of them we are not winning that decisively right now, and that's the France-Prussia border. Reason for that is, well, France joined the war and is also fighting for us here right now. Or, well, not for us, on our side, that is. They all have their own war goals, of course. Now, war in Victoria 3 is interesting as it is very passive, right? There's not that much I can do. A few things I can still do. So let's go ahead and have a look at that. We have now the active battles right now that are working here at the moment. And then we have also our regiments here, like this one here. And we could actually go in for the first corps commando that we have. And yeah, add some modifiers to this. So we do have the supplies here that I can get up. With extra supplies that I'm giving them, we consume a bit more grain and normal food, but at the same time we gain 10% offensive and 10% defensive boosts here as well, right? We can do the same thing for the supplements, for example, give them some chocolate with a bit of sugar to also increase the morale. This is my most important commando that we have, battalion, right? The corps commando number 1. It's the biggest one, and we definitely want to keep this one here up in running and also in full swing. Do we have anything else here? Medical supplies? No, nothing I can really do. So a bit of liquor for the morale. Give them a bit of liquor there too. Increases the upkeep, of course, increases the cost for this commando, but other than that, they're performing just much better now. And yeah, what we also have is an explosive shortage there once more. Do we have any? Fortunately, we don't. Imports. We were in the process of getting the explosive factories on the way, but I can't do that because we're getting really low on the gold supplies there now. So I should be super careful on what I'm doing there. I certainly don't want to get negative there. Authority, we have not enough anymore for a consumption tax. Not something I can do there right now. That's a bit positive again. Depends on how much we produce right now. We're also having, I think, a bit of a problematic paper supply. It's still fine though. Food, arms. Have a look at some profitable arms imports. This is actually directly boosting me because we lower the price of that. Ammunition wise, there's nothing. It's super expensive to produce this. Explosive wise, it's also not possible. Has the castle already capitulated? They were on the side of the Prussians, and in this case here, actually already a nice win there for us. Groceries. Gotta keep that morale up a bit, and oh, those grocery supplies. Might also go for something negative there, just to get the prices down. Saxe also capitulated. And this is an economy game after all, so even in times of war, I primarily have to look at my economy. A few things are amiss here. Also, Bohemia is lacking infrastructure, right? That's something that you always need to tackle. We have researched the railway, so I could theoretically go in here. This would increase my engine consumption. We don't have engines yet, so that's something I can't really do. Hamburg capitulated. It's not looking good for Prussia there right now. As we can see, we've breached the borders and we're now actually moving in, right? So this front is looking very well. It's looking like a total collapse now for the Prussian forces on this side here. And also the Bavarian border here towards the center of Prussia is also collapsing for the Prussians. So in this case here, this looks like a decisive win on our side. Saxe also collapsed. This is the cool thing about the supply infantry. It's so powerful, right? The supply skirmishes. And they really don't stand that much of a chance here against my skirmish infantry that we have. Waldeck also and Frankfurt also. The thing is, the Prussians still use the line infantry. And they don't stand a chance there at all. Oh, low standard of living. We have a mandate. We can actually upgrade our existing mandate right now. So this is my power block again. Let's do this now as well. So we can actually go up and increase my legislator. This would increase my chances of enacting new laws. Not bad, right? We can also add a new principle altogether now that, for example, would boost my research or my construction, markets that we have, vassalization. I would probably like to go for a bit more stability on something. Police, nah. Infrastructure, that's also a nice one. We don't have colonials right now. More power for my military we don't need right now. So as you can see, lots of options to choose from. I'm very much inclined to go for the construction here. We could also go for increased lawmaking. You know what? We're a pretty big empire at this point, and boosting transportation and with that infrastructure sounds like the most sensible thing to do right now. So let's go ahead and accept this one here as a new principle that we have now. The next one comes in 13 years, and then we can either go with a new one again, or we can go with the legislator upgrade. We'll just see. And as we can see, yeah, we are getting better on the infrastructure there again right away and increasing the market access. It actually has full market access again. Perfect. Ludwig von Habsburg, leader of the ruling armed forces, has had enough of compromising with his coalition. He has demanded that either his collaborators follow his orders or armed forces will never approve of their changes. What are you up to? Should we give him some... He's armed forces? Should we give him something? No, I don't think so. I think he's just a grumpy old man. What a ridiculous thing to say. They lose some approval rating there with us. But we're at 12 with them, so we will not lose anything, right? So it's fine. We're also not importing paper anymore, so we can actually delete this one. We can actually also delete any unproductive trade routes that we have. This one here, since we have enough grain at this point ourselves, and we could also delete that one to the British. And artillery is not working right now at all, so let's get rid of that. Having a nice nice balance there, even though we have fully raised armies right now. Saxe also capitulated, so we're probably at the last phase of this fight. There's no new import routes possible. There is something here. Let's get them with the good productivity. There you go. This was very nice. And still groceries. Belgium capitulated. This is now completely collapsing, right? So the France border also breached, so they are now pushing in. And it's full victory, actually. The beginning was rather problematic, but then they actually just had one victory after another. There's another battle going on right now. And on this side here, this is actually not looking so decisive right now. A battle between Russia and Prussia here. But they're losing as well. Schwarzburg also capitulated. How's the losses so far? On our side, we lost 94,000 and Prussia lost 69,000. So actually, they have it better, right? Also, our war costs way more than the leader. The thing is, though, we're winning. So this number here really doesn't make that much of a sense to me. Or it's not important anyway, right? Winning this war in the long term is better for us, of course. Still continues onwards. Yeah, we're also very nice with the British there right now. And any new law that I could do, by the way. The government is collapsing too. Since this has no chance of enacting anyway, I might just reform my government again, right? Get rid of them. We actually gain something with that. Of course, with intelligence it would not work. Alright. Nothing I can do. I can only go with my very conservative forces again to at least get me a stable government in. This is way more important. Alright, we have a vulnerable front right now. Where? Doesn't look like that to me. This one is like we're just breezing through here right now. France still makes the progress. Just give up already. And the big thing, of course, is that Britain didn't join, right? So if Britain would have joined, this would have been a bit different. But since we were very good on terms with the Britons before, they didn't join the war. They didn't want to touch it. And yeah, Prussia capitulated with that. The German leadership goes to Austria. Prussia loses the ambitions to unify Germany. That is a major step forward. And also here we get some war reparations and liberate Hohenzollern. This was, I think, the demand of France. Yeah, there it is. Signed 1844. And with that, let's get the armies back. And we have a perfect balance again. Let's actually reduce the taxes once more. Something we should do. I'm going to keep my consumption taxes though. At least for the moment. And we can actually resume my construction again, right? To start now the explosive factories. And get the economy back on track here. That's important. Very good. One problem solved, and Prussia still remains separated. We have now, I think, a truce with them for quite some time. So we'll not be able to just declare war on them again right away. Or can I? Nah, I can't do anything there right now. No explosive trees at the moment. Fertilizers has got more expensive since we're also using more explosive factories now. Let's go in and yeah, change another one here in Styria. We could change them to produce this. We should really just do this step by step. If I change all of them at once, fertilizers will drop too much in value and these industries here would make a loss, right? But right now, that's fine. And with that, also fertilizers should be fine again. And then still the explosive factories, we're still building them in Styria. So this is going to be very important. For this we need sulfur, by the way, right? So I need to actually have a sulfur mine. Let's just check out where we have it. Have we already gotten something? In Venetia there is some sulfur. Lots of it too, by the way. Also we have lots of jobless there. And there might be a nice earning coming out of this. Let's go ahead and also build me some 2 sulfur mines. Another problem is my bureaucracy. We don't have a lot of that right now. I mean, we have a lot, but we're actually also using a lot. So I need to get my government buildings up as well. Yeah, for this, let's just have a look at that. I think right now we have, oh, a level 10 already in Austria. I'm actually not going to do any more of this here. We're rather going to build it where we need it, right? And for example, in Bohemia, we have a very low taxation capacity. So there is a lot of taxes that we actually don't get right now. So let's actually build 2 more in Bohemia. Oh, in Austria, it's fine. West Galicia. Transdanubia would like to have 1. That's fine. Let's actually give it 2. And Lombardy gets also 1. And Moravia. So wherever we don't have any and where we also have a negative tax capacity, we should build some of them. This will then also once again increase paper consumption that we'll need to check out. Total separation is actually not that bad right now. Only the Catholic Church would oppose it. I don't care about them. Their clout is very insignificant. This gets more likely. Proposal for trade agreement with Bavaria. Let's do this. Increasing our reputation with them further. Strengthening our bonds. Tech-wise, we are working on the Basama process. Great stuff. Next up, probably nationalism. We could go for it. Modern sewage is also nice. Gives me another infrastructure boost. It doesn't take that long to research too. Let's go for nationalism after that. And Austrian market price already goes up. let's import a bit of it. But of course, primarily we're going to produce it ourselves. I think we already... Oh, there's the sulfur. So, yeah, we have finished the explosive factory in Styria now. Let's have a quick look at that. That's over here. Employment should be coming in now. Do we still have that decree enacted? No, we don't. I mean, in Vienna, we do have full employment. Except for the art factory. Munition plant. It's coming along. Lots of people are moving from Styria to Austria right now. Bolstering intelligentsia, promote social mobility, road maintenance in Bohemia. I'm probably going to cancel this one here now. Since infrastructure is not looking that bad anymore. And I would actually like to promote social mobility for Styria, right? Because this needs some education here. And I want to get lots of people in. Oh, Presidential Republic. There is Laios Kossuth coming in, historical character. And he wants to start this movement. He's already doing it. Not a lot of chance for this to happen. Also, what's this one here? A low-born man has risen as the popular leader of the intelligentsia, with some not so pleased by social mobility. Character appears in Austria. Now we see what character? Or was it this guy here? I think that was him. No, he's petite bourgeoisie. Can't be him. Alright, really, really happy now. There it is. Sulfur mines, we're working now. Explosive mines are coming in. So we can see this here now, right? Going to take a short time. I probably should have built the sulfur mines first. And the fertilizers are also gain in price again. So once again, we could just go in here and move the next one to fertilizer production, right? In Tyrol and in Slovenia. Let's go ahead and do this. Get this one done. And then I'm just working on the sulfur mines now. Holy cow. Paper is still fine, actually. And engine shortage we have. Let's import some of that, even though it's not a super productive trade route for us. I have no ways of producing engines right now for myself. Anti-French League has offered us an opportunity to sign a trade agreement with Spain. The proposal, if accepted, is intended to counter French interests. Why should we do this? This is not in our interest. Students, University of Austria, have arranged a demonstration in support of the total separation. We get more political strength for the movement. Or we just say no to this. No, let's gain some more movement to this. Total separation of power. Presidential Republic. Actually, look at this. 18%. For the Presidential Republic and growing. There's the total separation. Only one opposing it is the Catholic Church at this point. It has a chance of actually going through. Well, we'll just see. Let's keep it in, going for a while, right? It's gaining momentum. Radicals are stable. Really, we should work on that bureaucracy then. Doing it already. By the way. Let's not do this for now. I can't afford government wages. By the way, we could also lower the military wages because we're not at war with anyone. Losing that approval rating is fine for the moment. There's the sulfur coming in. And this should change now. So in Venetian, down here. Didn't know that Venetia has sulfur. It's probably here in the mountainous region. We also have the artillery foundry here that produces some weapons for us, but that's cheap. There's the sulfur mines. Waiting for some personnel now. We could also go for the atmospheric engine right away to boost its output further. And there's the first people coming in. So this hopefully should now do something for the price. As you can see, prices are going down now for sulfur, dropping massively the more we produce. Actually, it's not good for this mine here. Let's try to make it profitable. And this should also lead then the explosive factory to also be more profitable now, since sulfur costs less to use. The Ottoman Empire's attempt to take back control of the Levant from Egypt has become an international incident. Our involvement may tip the balance of power. I declared interest in Arabia. Nah. I have my declared interest on Africa still. The Bessemer process. With that we have steel mills. And reinforced concrete construction sector throughput has been increased by 15% as well. Next up on the line is, I think, now nationalism. Yep, this will be a quick one. Gives me also some nice authority booster again. And then crystal glass, only because it's already almost finished. Canneries, I'm a big fan of this, because groceries will become more important. Also, by the way, this tech area here is also very quick to research already, right? The water tube boiler is going to be massive. And in the military area, logistics, army defense, flat boost. No, I guess we stick actually to society, get the central archives in. This is super important. 25 taxation capacity. Let's actually have this one afterwards. And then the sewage. Bohemia, people into roles, incredibly poor work conditions. Yeah. Austrian aristocracy gains the interest group attraction penalty. And also, we get national supremacy pop support. Unequal treatment cannot be standard. That's great. Any kind of stuff that lowers the Austrian aristocracy is great for us. Even though that clout is still 50%, still needs to go down further. I'm switching to soil enriching farming. This gives me a massive boost to grain production, also sugar and fruit production. However, it consumes more fertilizers. So fertilizers once again. I think with this we should be moving now all of my farms over here, right? My livestock ranches to the increased wool gathering. Nice new boost to fertilizers. It will not be enough though, right? So either I'm going to import some fertilizers. Let's actually do this for now. I will need to find new ways of producing this, and I think more livestock ranches are a nice go here, because meat is also something we need a bit more. So building a few more of them in... yeah, central Hungary, right? We got the farms there, and we got the infrastructure for it already. Right, also getting bureaucracy in, with that increasing our taxation capacities too. And nationalism has been unlocked. With that we get a flat 10% authority. And also a whole bunch of new laws and tax that we can use then. It's also a very important step towards the matter of Hungary. And the South German Federation, we've also ticked Austria research nationalism. So only one more thing remains, and that's the Schleswig-Holstein question. This is something we can actually do rather easily, I think at least. So Schleswig-Holstein up here is under, there it is, under the rule of the Danish. So we will need to, yeah, challenge them, right? It will not be hopefully as challenging as against Prussia, but this is something I will tackle next now. Let's also finish those government administrations. Any kind of increased bureaucracy is going to be super nice for us. Money-wise, yeah, it's almost an equal balance right now, which is not great. We want to have a bit of a surplus there again to get my gold reserves up. So that's also going to be something I need to tackle. Another bureaucracy, as you can see, going up quite a bit right now. I need to get bureaucracy on equal terms. And yeah, we continue onwards. If you enjoy this series, in the next episode, stay tuned.